Welcome back to Let's Play Zak McKracken and the Alien Mindbenders. When we last left off, we were in Seattle, preparing, or actually doing research to write our article on this two-headed squirrel, who is blocking our access to, well, it kind of looks like a cave here, so let's see. What does squirrel like? They like nuts, and we actually got some peanuts on the flight, so why not? No, come on, use or give peanuts to two-headed squirrel. It took them and left. So here we got this loose dirt, so I don't know, can we open it? There's no dig command, it doesn't seem to open. So how about we use the tree branch to dig? Tree branch with loose dirt. After digging for a long time. Here we are, we have a cave. Sheesh, that was a lot of work. But we opened a cave entrance, so why not go in? And it's pitch black in here. But we found a trusty lighter, so we can turn it on. And what do we see? We have a fire pit. Over here we have the two-headed squirrel. And up here we have an abandoned bird's nest, so let's pick that up. Okay, he can't reach it, yet let's use the tree branch with the bird. No, come on. Use tree branch with bird's nest. Got it. So since we have a fire pit, let's see if we can put the tree branch in the fire pit and use the lighter on the tree branch. The branch won't catch. I need some kindling. Well, we've got an abandoned bird's nest, so let's bird's nest with branch and pit and use the lighter on nest and branch. And now seems like it caught. So our lighter is off and we can move on. So here again is the two-headed squirrel. But there are some strange markings over here. Looks kind of like a connect the dots puzzle, so why not use the yellow crayon with the strange markings? Connect the dots, la 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 la. And a door opened. A magic door, let's walk in. And a blue crystal. Kind of like the blue crystal we saw in that machine in our dreams. So how do we get it? Pick up. Blue crystal, it's locked to the pedestal. Now here we have a sensor, much like our TV, so why not use the remote control? Huh. And it opened. I guess I chose the right channel. Yes, you did. So let's pick up the blue crystal, and it goes dark. But luckily, we remember that the door is over here, and we can walk out. And with this, we're done with Seattle, and we can go home. Back to San Francisco. Actually, Zak didn't do anything useful for his article, but you know, he's a creative guy. He'll probably come up with some story. So let's go back to San Francisco. I need a ticket first. What? They didn't give you a return ticket on your assignment for work? Well, that's kind of cheap. It's a tabloid after all, so let's use this reservation terminal. And we want to go back to San Francisco. $260. And so we got our ticket, and we can go board our plane. An enjoyable flight later, we're back in San Francisco, so let's go back to town. Now, if we remember in that commercial, or yeah, it was a commercial, I think, that we saw earlier with the girl from the dream, she said if we have any interesting artifacts to drop them off in their drop slot. So let's move on to 14th Avenue, back here. And here we find Lou's Loans. With a sign on the door. We buy almost anything from almost anyone. Well, that sounds good. They might have something interesting. So let's head on in. Hiya, buddy. So, while we're at it, of course, first thing anybody should buy is a guitar, because everybody needs a guitar. So let's buy that guitar. That'll be 139 bucks, friend. Here's my cash card. Thanks. Here. And we got ourselves a guitar now. Just over here, we have a Maniac Mansion poster, but unfortunately we can't buy that. I would really like one of those. Oh, and if you noticed, can I help you? Show me what you want to buy. Just a second, hold on, I'm explaining something. If you saw in the cutscene with the aliens, they had an Indiana Jones poster in the background. So Lucasfilm Games, as it was called back then, doing a bit of product placement for their own games. So let's see, video game product placement in its infancy. Now, again, in the tabloid that comes with the game, there's an article about a craze that's sweeping the nation for nose glasses. So, of course, since we want to be just like everyone else, let's buy the nose glasses. I want to buy the nose glasses. Come over here. That'll be $3, friend. Here's my cash card. Thanks. Here. So can we buy anything over here? Nope. Nothing except for the wetsuit. So let's buy the wetsuit. I want to buy the wetsuit. We never know when we might end up in water. That'll be 145 bucks, friend. We're spending a fortune here. Why don't we get a discount? Then why not buy the golf club? I want to buy the golf club. Come over here. That'll be 75 bucks, friend. Here's my cash card. Then, what is this? Looks kind of like one of those Cuisinart kitchen thingies. But we can't buy that, so let's buy the hat. Come on. Buy hat. I want to buy the hat. 15 bucks for a hat. Okay, and last but not least, we need to buy the toolkit. It'll be 45 bucks, friend. Here. Okay, so we bought everything we could buy from this store. Actually, one thing we want to do before we move on is open the toolkit. So we have monkey wrench, duct tape, rope, and wire cutters. So those things are going to come in very handy. Now here we have, if we read the sign, Society for Ancient Wisdom, deposit artifacts in slot, which is down here. But before we do that, let's move on over here and we'll find Bob E. Pin's Hair Salon. Also with a sign on the door. Closed permanently. Okay, owner locked out. That's kind of sucks for him. But we have a giant bobby pin here, so why not pick that up? Pick up bobby pin sign. It's connected with wires. Well, luckily, we bought a toolkit that has wire cutters in it. So let's use the wire cutters on it. And we have our giant bobby pin sign that, of course, fits into Zak's pocket. Okay, so now we can... Let's open the drop slot. And use our... Where is it? We bought so much stuff that it... Okay, you use blue crystal on the drop slot. And close it. Okay, so we deposited a crystal in there. Hey you! Where did you get that artifact? Never mind that, you're the woman who was in my dream. What a line. Wait a second, I had a dream too. I was in a strange room with a strange man. It was you! Come with me. My two friends and I had special dreams sent to us by the Ancient Ones. You're the one they told us about. Give me a break. I see you're skeptical. You'll soon change your mind. In the dream we shared, we saw a strange device which we must build. Here's a drawing of it. Hey, that's it! The blue crystal you brought me is a part of this device. This is another part of it. Here. When whole, this yellow crystal shard will let you join my friends on Mars. Of course, you'll need a spacesuit. A spacesuit? Oh yes, here's your artifact back. From now on, we will all share knowledge through our dreams. Be careful. If one of us dies, it will be impossible to complete our mission. Alright, so now we have a switch command down here. And we can, for example, switch to Annie. Or we can also switch to Melissa and Leslie, who are on Mars. We'll get to them later. But since we're Annie, why not pick up the blotter and pick up Annie's cash card. And we can head out with her. And since, well, she's gonna go on this adventure with us, but she doesn't have a kazoo of her own, let's line her up at the bus stop so she's ready to get into the bus for the airport as soon as we head out. But before that, we need to do something else. First of all, she has given us a crystal shard for the yellow crystal, which was here in her bookcase, actually. And, but we will need that later, so for now, let's head on out. Maybe be nice and close the door. And come on. We can go back to 13th Avenue. And let's go back home for a second. Ooh, we have mail. Check it out. So let's use, as we did last time, the small key in the mailbox. And pick up the letter. It's the King Fan Club card. Wow, that was fast, indeed. Alright, let's close the mailbox back up. And go upstairs. And of course, the first thing we want to do when we get home is check our messages. And we have a message, so let's turn on the answering machine. Zachary, darling, this is your mother. Why don't you ever call me? Have you seen that girl on TV looking for artifacts? She looks like your type, Zachary, and lives so close to you. Why don't you ever bring home nice girls like her? Bye, dear. Don't forget to call. Okay. And after that phone call by her mother, I'd say let's end this episode here. So I'll thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next part. So if you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment below, and until then, have a good one.